Hey everyone, it's Jake from Walkie Farm and thought I'd do a quick little video here. These are our Nguni heifers, mainly second crosses and a couple bulls. There's Kobo, there's Kaya. We've got like a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old bull, little bull calf here. And the rest are sort of 2-year-old first calver heifers. And thought I'd just show you, this is what we're dealing with. She's crispy. No one's got any feed. Everyone's numbers are well down. Look at these paddocks in the backyard, in the background where they're containment feeding. You can see the remnants of a bit of straw that's been put out, and they've got pellet feeders. Apparently, I don't know if that's the station that's next door or not, but they're down to about 40 cows. I think they normally run over 400. And these guys have got this paddock to mill around on. They're starting to eat the tussocks. I saw Kaya here, the big bull, getting into them. And this is a bit of barley straw. Threw out 4 biscuits, so not much feed, maybe 80 kilos of feed. I threw that out today. The last lot I gave them was probably 10 days ago. So they're getting very little supplementary feeding. And they're holding up really well. Even this dry Jersey is actually doing quite well. This little F2 heifer, not sure about the dogs. Look at her, full and fat, just remarkable. And as soon as they're dry, obviously being wet sucks a heap of energy out of them, and they're putting a lot into their calves. But these little guys that are scavenging pretty hard, look, there's nothing to pick at. For months now I've been containment feeding the animals. I've talked about this a bit on our other socials, and the idea of containment feeding is we do have some native grasses that are trying to grow. We got some box grass, and I don't know if you can see a tiniest tinge of green. These box grasses and things, they're trying to get up. And the idea of containment feeding is to let them get up and then do a sweep of the farm and graze the plants when they're ready. But I don't know if you can see it here, just the smattering of, it's more prominent because we're right near the house here, but it's more prominent about halfway down the hill. But just this absolute prevalence of kangaroo poo. It is as if I've high density grazed sheep through here, and most nights I'm coming out having a look and there'd be 60 spread out across that hill and up here, and then that amount again in the bush block. And then sort of when sunlight comes, they all push out into the bush block and mill around there for the day. And I'm not letting my cows have access to this green pick and what little nutrition's around, because I'm wanting the plant to recover. And what I'm achieving is the cows aren't able to access anything, and there's no plant recovery because there's so many kangaroos that it's just getting shorn off every night. So I made the call just to drop the fence and let the cows go for it. So it feels like a bit of a fail, to be honest. Feels like we're not managing the way we want to. I think if we had a containment fence, we'd be able to do a lot more. That's not something that we can whip up overnight. It'd be an expensive exercise, and a lot of our fencing would just need, up the back there, would just need complete replacement. You wouldn't just be able to pop anything on top. And I've heard really mixed reports from people about the effectiveness in containment fencing, but definitely something I'm willing to and interested in looking into in the future. If it gives us more options to control management and grazing and plant recovery on farm, well, I'm all for it. Look how full he is, Kaya. Big boy. Gonna let me have a pat? Hey, there you go, he's got lock horns. Put a show on. Come on, Kobo, step up. Little fella. He's the only bull I've got with genetics not from Ed at Henham and Nguni up at Kangaroo north of Canberra there. And I didn't go and buy him deliberately. I'm very happy with the animals I get from Ed, but there was a lot of those females, purebred females available, and a couple bulls came with it, and it was a lot job. So his cup, I quite like him. Hey, big boy. Righto, guys, that's me for the day. Hope you have a good one.